You know, just a lot of things. And some of the things he did, the mistakes, it was just because he was a new driver. But there's a lot of things he did that should have never happened, and it was because he was on his Xanax and Suboxone mix. And if he had anything else, I don't know. All he gave me was the Suboxone box that happened to have the Xanax in it, and so I was in a pickle. I didn't know what to do. I know it sounds simple. Oh, I'll turn him in. He's on illegal drugs. Well, yeah. So I turn him in. His career's done. Can't drive trucks again. He's got a wife. His wife's driving trucks. I'm not out here to ruin anybody's career, anybody's life. It was a point when I realized that he was never going to get off of it, no matter how much he said he was. He said he was just a lot. I was pissed at first because he lied to me whenever I asked him if he was on something, because he was acting different. I told him multiple times, you're not the same person that I picked up in Phoenix on Wednesday. And he's like, oh man, I'm just tired. So I'm glad I trusted my gut. I'm glad he left his backpack open and I saw the box. And I finally made the decision to call my driver manager and explain to him and tell him that I needed my next pre-plan taken off me because my student's popping his Xanax while driving and he's on Suboxone, and the load got taken off of me. Then once he called driver development, his driver development leader, and told him, I lied, I'm on this thing called Suboxone, and I should have told you, and this and that. So he was trying to reverse his mistakes, which is cool. But he left out the fact that he was on Xanax. Now he's probably going to watch this video, and the whole video. And he asked me not to mention that he was on Xanax. But you know what? I have my family on the road. You have your family on the road. I'm not doing favors for anybody, especially when it comes to doing drugs like that. Swift found out about it, and they wanted us at the terminal here immediately. So we got to the terminal, and I had his Suboxone and his Xanax box. We got to the terminal. Since he was getting off my truck, I let him have it back. He popped the Suboxone and his Xanax at the same time. 20 minutes later, we're at the terminal. He walks up to the safety guy, the window, and tells him, hey, I'm quitting. I had a bad experience. And supposedly, don't know if this is true at all, but his wife was with a mentor here at Swift. The mentor is an owner-operator, and supposedly her mentor was snorting coke and getting drunk in the back of the truck while she was driving, and she was driving on her mentor's logs. Don't know if that's true, but I somehow doubt it's true. I think, I don't know what to believe was true anymore. I don't know what to think, but I doubt the mentor was snorting coke and getting drunk in the back of the truck. But if he was, all I know is she got removed from her mentor's truck. She got put in a hotel room, and she pretty much didn't want to be at Swift anymore, and now they're trying to go to a different company. Well, good luck trying to go to a different company, because as I explained to him, there's a thing called a DAC report. Now, Swift can't go into details on the DAC report, but they were going to let him go anyways, more than likely. Well, especially after the Xanax thing. So they're probably going to put on their violated company's drug policy, and then it's probably going to be up to him. I don't know how it works 100%, but it's going to be up to him to explain, and he's not going to be able to get a job. And that's that. It's just crazy that, Suboxone, if you're wondering why he didn't get caught in the drug test. All right. Well, he wasn't on Xanax while he was at the Swift Academy and in Phoenix. Suboxone doesn't show up in a pee test. It only shows up in a blood test, from what I understand. And you have to specifically test for it. So that's how he got away with it. And it wasn't until we got to Albuquerque where he got his Xanax. And he told me that he was popping Xanax every time he drove because he got nervous. So that's that. I dropped him off. He sent me a text message asking me not to mention the Xanax, not to ruin his career because his wife deserves better. He's right. His wife deserves a lot better than him. You know, don't tell me not to turn you in for doing illegal things when you put my life in danger. You put everyone's life on the road in danger, and you want a favor. No, it's not how it works. I probably should have dropped him off as soon as I found it and kicked him off the truck. Why I didn't? I didn't kick him off the truck because he's high. If he would have took all of his medicine, I didn't want him to get depressed, overdose, potentially die, or, you know, we're in the Chicago area. I didn't want him to go start shooting up again. So I left him on my truck, and he didn't know I was going to turn him in until we were just a couple hours away from the terminal here in Kansas City. But there was a gentleman here that I won't say his position or anything, but he told me I would have punched him in his face. He put your life in danger, and I wanted to. I wanted to punch this guy in his face. I was so mad, and he knew, and my student knew I was mad. So I was so mad. I couldn't believe what was going on. You know, I was calm. He would never stay in the truck on a 10-hour break if we were at a truck stop. He'd always jump out, go somewhere, do something. You know, I don't know what he was doing. It's not my business. I mean, unless it's illegal and I find out about it. But if the student's too tired to drive the next day because they didn't get enough sleep, well, I'm still making money because I'm driving. They're not going to make money because I'm not going to let them drive tired. So don't do illegal drugs in the truck. If you're on a prescription drug and you have a prescription for it, be honest with your DOT officer, your company. Let them know what's going on. There's a lot of things out here that you can still take as a truck driver. You just gotta be honest so they can find the right medication, the right dosage, and keep you within the legal limits or whatever it is. I don't know every drug you can take, but if you're on it, just be honest, because it's gonna be worse. If he was honest from the get-go about the Suboxone, which is what Swift originally wanted to talk to him about, he'd probably still have a job. They probably would have made him go get another physical and find out what the legal dose is. But then once they found out he was on Xanax, that was it. It was done. But he never told them that. And the new company he's going to, he did tell them that he was on Suboxone because he wanted to be honest. But he left out, oh, I was popping Xanax also while I was on my mentor's truck. So I'll give an update if I hear anything about him. I'm sure he'll be texting me because he'll see this video and he's going to be pissed once he finds out that I turned him in about the Xanax. Well, you put my life in danger. You almost ran into the truck. Almost went off the road. Couldn't maintain your lane. Put everyone else's life in danger. So no, I don't want you driving again. I'll give you guys an update if I hear anything.